Hi, John Kuzma from EndZoneBlog.com again. We have some breaking news. Apparently, there's a power struggle going on between John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. This is the last thing the San Francisco 49ers wanted because they actually are probably the most improved team from this offseason. They get D Ford in a trade from the Kansas City Chiefs and pair him up with DeForest Buckner. And then in the draft, they add Nick Bosa. So defensively, they're looking really good right now. They were going to finally make a run at the playoffs. But now, Matt Miller from Bleacher Report drops a bombshell on San Francisco. And mind you, this is before training camp has even started. So the last thing the 49ers wanted was this drama hanging over their franchise heading into a new season. But apparently, Kyle Shanahan is frustrated with John Lynch. And it's easy to see why because, John Lynch, the former Tampa Bay Buccaneers safety, when he took over the GM position for the San Francisco 49ers, he made some mistakes. He made a mistake with Reuben Foster, who is no longer on the team. He made a mistake by selecting Solomon Thomas. And what that has done is it's forced Kyle Shanahan to take on additional responsibilities because he's losing trust with John Lynch and he's upset with John Lynch's poor decision making. I guess Kyle Shanahan wants to be a coach and that's it. He doesn't want to evaluate players. He wants a GM who can do that effectively and just get him the guys that he needs. Well, John Lynch has been drafting all defensive players. And he's really put Kyle Shanahan in a bind by not giving Shanahan enough offensive talent. And, Shanahan has turned around and actually made some magic with a bunch of second rate players on offense. And he really should have got more credit than he's gotten up to this point. So, Shanahan is just upset with that, and people are starting to think that John Lynch is getting the job done, but you have to realize it's been so unbalanced. John Lynch has drafted nothing but defensive players up to this point, and he's leaving Shanahan out to dry, and Shanahan just wants to get someone else in there who is going to be, better at, scouting, evaluating players, and eventually selecting players in the draft. Right now, if you had to ask me, I believe, Kyle Shanahan is easily the more competent of the two, and it looks like he's safe. And, suddenly John Lynch is on thin ice in San Francisco. It was actually pretty quick, but that's what happens when you miss out on those early draft picks. Reuben Foster, Solomon Thomas, those two selections really, failed the 49ers, and they're going to come back and haunt John Lynch.